What's up, everybody? So let's talk about Monique being on Club Shay. And y'all know that is Shannon Sharp's podcast on YouTube. And I watched the interview, and this was a very good interview. This is yet another good interview that Shannon has had on his podcast. Because y'all know Shannon broke the internet when he had Cat Williams on his podcast, right? So that video has gotten, I think, well over 57 million views. And the one that he just did with Monique has gotten well over 1 million views. And I am sure that it will get way more views. So let's get into what I thought about the interview. So it was a very good interview. I feel like Monique spoke her truth, and I feel like Monique has been saying the same thing for years now. Like, her story has not deviated from the beginning. Okay. Monique has always stood 10 toes down on what she believed. She always spoke about getting equal pay, just like everyone else, especially for Black women in the industry. And she was dragged, and she was left out on the limb by herself. I really do believe that. And a lot of people dragged her and was like, girl, you ain't even that funny to be even asking for more money. But I think that went over a lot of people's head. It really wasn't the fact that she may not have been funnier than other people. Just pay her what she is worth. Give her what you are giving everybody else, right? And that's the same thing Taraji was yelling, right? But a lot of people felt what Taraji was saying. A lot of people empathize more with Taraji. And I think a lot of people did not side with Monique because they felt like Monique's delivery was too harsh. And Taraji's delivery was a lot more, demure, I guess you can say. But was Monique lying? No, she was not. They called Monique bitter because of her delivery. And Monique was just speaking the truth, right? So, but when Taraji came out, it just felt like more people was on Taraji's side. But Monique had been yelling this for years, right? And let me tell y'all something. When Monique is about to read someone, Monique, she always says sweet baby or something like that, or that beautiful queen, and then she goes slam, right? Now, Monique, she really does not down or belittle people when she is speaking. This is what I've learned about Monique. Now, her stand-up comedy might be something else, but when she is speaking on someone, she does not really tear them down or belittle them, right? Like Monique, she'll give that classy clap back, that classy tongue slashing, and she carry on about her way. I do think that when Monique talks and speaks about certain things, she actually thinks carefully and then articulate herself very well. That's what I've noticed about her. She just don't blurt out stuff. She articulates herself very well in what she is speaking on. Okay, so I do want to play some little snippets of this podcast, and the first snippet I want to play is of her speaking on the Taraji P. Henson and Oprah Winfrey situation. And due to copyright issues, you will just hear the audio.
Because when you first walk in the door of Hollywood, you have everybody telling you, oh my goodness, you're going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. Well, that's all you know.
That is all you know.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you is awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying, it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the Monique show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it,
why didn't it get the traction when you said it that when she said it, now all of a sudden everybody is coming? And I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat, black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji B. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with her back straight and a chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that. But we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs when we begin to question black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
Did they question the validity, because we had never seen this before, not so public, not so present.
Yes.
Did they question you and his relationship?
Me and my husband?
Yes.
When you say question, what
Well,
do you
it's
mean?
like,
because they did, but I want to understand what
because, okay, did they think that was your husband, or what was he, your manager? Because he's been everything.
Yes.
He's your lover, he's your manager,
Name
he's your
him.
confidant.
Name him.
He's the father.
Come on, name them.
Whatever he's all encompassing.
Yes.
He's a toolbox with all the tools that Monique needs.
All of them.
And so when I heard people saying that, why is he there? Why does he have to be in every interview? Why does he have to be in the background? Why can't Monique do that? Why not?
Why not? Why not? And that's when you see, and these are my sisters, but when you see Taraji, when you see Viola, when you see our sisters speaking out, you never see their representation sitting right there with them. You never see them saying, listen, we got to fight together.
Right.
My husband is also my manager, which is my representation.
Right.
But again, we've been so beat down that some of us have a problem with this black man saying, I'm standing right here strong,
Right.
and I will not flinch and I will not budge. What a sad state of affairs we are now in, where you have people that look like you and I that would question why this man is standing there. That, for the life of me, is disheartening. When we heard Brother Malcolm say, we've been run amok, we've been hoodwinked, we're now doing it to ourselves. We're now doing it to ourselves. So when you said, Monique, it was different because we had never seen that before, you said their names. Let me say this, I'm not the first one.
Right.
I'm not the first one, but we get washed away in history so easily that we start thinking, oh, this is the first one. This is the first one. Her name is Claudette Colvin. And she's not the first one, but she was before Rosa Parks. But because Claudette Colvin did not fit the picture that they thought she should look like, she was dark-skinned and she had coarse hair. And because the organization, I believe it was the NAACP, did not think she would be accepted by the white people, they had to get somebody that they said the white people could accept. We keep repeating the same thing because what I said is no different than what anyone else is saying. Not at all.
Right.
It was the messenger. And it was the way that I'm not putting my head down. I'm not shedding one tear. I'm not going to say, I don't want to say their name because I might get in trouble. I'm going to say all of it.
Right.
Because when you really think about that little girl coming behind you, what I don't ever want that baby to see is me broken. I don't want her to see me falling apart. And I understand it. I understand how it can happen, Shannon, when you may not have a foundation at home,
Correct.
when you may not have that man at home or that woman at home, whomever, that support person saying you're not crazy.
Right.
I got you. Come on. We're going to go through this. We're going to get through this. So for us, if we start taking things for what they are and get out of our emotions, we would be so far along.
Y'all heard what Monique had to say, and Monique might tell some jokes, but Monique don't tell no lies, okay? And I do agree with her when she said that how dare this fat black woman call these people out. And that I do believe. They did not like Monique's delivery whatsoever, because Monique, she was calling them out and she did not hold back. She was cursing. She was harsh with it, right? And so everything I felt like she spoke on was the truth, right? And she definitely gave her husband his flowers, even though, honey, Monique called him daddy. I do think that's a little weird. But she explained why she called him daddy, but that's a little weird now. He could be called Sydney, but whatever. And I implore you guys to go over to Club Shay and watch the whole interview in its entirety. It's really good. And I don't know, I might make some more videos with different clips from the podcast and speak on that too as well. I might. I just don't want this video to be too long. I don't like my videos that long. So what do y'all think about this video? Y'all know what y'all got to do. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share this video, like this video. And y'all know what y'all got to do. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.